Hi everyone, this is module number 145 for the subject of strategic human resource management. And in this module, we will talk about the sources of rules governing the employment relations. As we said that there is something which is a written contract and there is something which is unwritten or which is something based on the expectations or the social expectations or based on the social norms. Employees have some expectations from employees and employers have some expectations from their employees and vice versa as well. So when we will talk about that the job contract or employment contract, we need to understand that from which sources the contents of the job contract or employment contract is derived. So definitely there are multiple sources. We will talk about them. So the study of employment relations has traditionally focused on the rules and rules making processes or the authorities or something which is governing the employment relationship. So the rules governing the employment relations may exist in a variety of forms. Forms means we talk about shapes के बहुत सारी शक्लों में हैं और there are different sources हैं. So we will talk about those sources very briefly. Definitely, these forms are difficult to understand and they have some details which cannot be covered in the chapter of strategic human resource management because these forms may derive from the legal sources, from the social norms. So this is what you need to understand from where the employment contract or the employment relationship is derived or what sources are used to govern this relationship. So rules governing the employment relationship may be found in the contracts of employment. This is where you can see easily that what is the nature of a relationship, what you are supposed to do, and what your employer is supposed to do for you. So collective agreements made between the employees and the recognized trade unions. So trade unions in many organizations where they exist actually influence the employment contract and they regularize what is expected from the employees and they also regularize what is expected from the employer. For example, the salary should be paid on time. For example, if there is a overtime, it should be paid. It may not be written in your legal contract or employment contract, or it may be because it is the demand of the union or union has enforced your employer to do that. So this is a source of the rules that are governing the employment contract. So legislation and statutory instruments. When we say legislation and statutory, that is a statute, the body that develops the law, or a statutory, that is the written law in your country or in your state, if it is applicable. So legislation and statutory instruments, sources, legal sources that actually drive the employment contract and the policies and the regulations of the relationship between the employee and the employer. And the common law is different from statutory law or statutory sources. What is the common law? A common law that is actually not written that way. The statutory law or the legislation is written. Common law is something when people have precedents in the past, what has happened or what was done to the previous cases that have been reported in the labor court or in the other courts. So, for example, we say that in the last 5-6 months, some cases have been reported, and something has been discussed in the court, and based on those discussions, we have derived a common law that this is what can be done in this situation. In other words, the statutory law is not exactly helping you to decide what should be the appropriate decision in this situation. But based on the precedents, based on the social norms, based on the previous practices in the court decides that this is, or the any authority, they decides that this is what should be done in this particular situation. So, common law is something which is based on the previous practices, but that is not. It is not something which is written as a law. So, custom and practice, that is something in your society. What is the custom and what is the practice? Um, so, for example, you see that people working in the bank as a security guard, they are asked to do, for example, a photocopy, and they are asked to make a cup of tea. Unfortunately, that may not be written, or that cannot be written in an employment contract. How can a security guard can be away from his position to do all these things? But you might have noticed frequently this is what is happening in the organization, and this is acceptable because of custom or because of the common practice in our society. Thank you.